Behemoths, Titans, Legends. This is Pokemon VGC 2016. Hello everybody, welcome to Sharp Dress Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon VGC 2016 here on the Pokemon Special Battle Spot. Now, the team we have today is very awkward, to say the least. So this team is featuring Machamp, Gengar, Mega Mawile, Shiftry, Reshiram, and Kyogre. So when I originally started building this team, I wanted to use Noivern with Super Fang and Tailwind. And then I, for some reason, went to Reshiram, and I'm like, I don't want two dragons, so I just got rid of Noivern and put in Reshiram. So we're trying out Reshiram. I've been wanting to try him out anyway, so here we are, trying him out. But we also have Machamp. I wanted a fighting type, and Machamp was another one I wanted to try out because he was one of the Pokemon they featured for the announcement of this season of Battle Spot. So there's that. Shiftry I'm really excited for. I honestly put Shiftry on here as a Ghost type resist, and then today when I was at work, I'm like, because I made the Shiftry with Fake Out, Knockoff, Leaf Blade, Sword Stance, and Expert Belt. And today while I was at work, I was like, I don't really want Expert Belt and Life Orb because I have Life Orb and Reshiram. And I already used Focus Sash. And I'm like, why don't we use Fling? So I have Fake Out, Fling with King's Rock, Leaf Blade, and Sword Stance. So we have the chance to double flinch. And then you could possibly switch out and flinch again. So Shiftry is our flinch machine. And it's also kind of our Kyogre counter. Kyogre also has Thunder. Wanted to try out a slower Kyogre with Thunder. It's just a neutral speed Kyogre, and then we have Tailwind, so that's the plan right now. 1575 rating to start off today. I expect that to drop quite rapidly, to be honest, because I don't know how well this team's going to do, and I haven't practiced it at all. Just our typical Mawile, same Gengar and max HP, Assault Vest Machamp with a Rock Slide, Dynamic Punch, Poison Jab, and Thunder Punch. And apparently can't find an opponent. I contemplated putting Bullet Punch on Machamp for the Xerneas, but if we can get a Tailwind up, I think Poison Jab won't be too bad. 1525 rating. With Groudon, Rayquaza, Thundurus, Landorus, that double Genie. We have not seen that in quite a while. Ferrothorn, and the Crest. So I think Reshiram will be good here. We have Dragon Pulse. I went Dragon Pulse and the other one that's not Blue Flare. Fusion Flare. So I went with the lower powered ones that have better accuracy and no drops. We might change that later on. We might go to Draco Meteor and Blue Flare. Right now we're not. So Reshiram's got Dragon Pulse for the Rayquaza. We got Fusion Flare for the Ferrothorn, but it doesn't like Landorus and Groudon. That's also our Tailwind setter. Shiftry does have Chlorophyll, which is kind of cool. I like Shiftry and I like Reshiram. We can also bring Kyogre for later game stuff, and we could bring Machamp too, I think. Let's do that. No Mega, but both of our restricted Pokemon. See, I have a weird relationship with Mega Mawile, because I love Mega Mawile, but I never bring it for some reason. And that, in this case, Mawile really doesn't do that well. So I'm not upset about not bringing it. Leads Groudon, Landorus, both Pokemon Reshiram does not like. Reshiram and Groudon. Landorus does get the Intimidate off. Who am I more worried about? Well, here's the thing with Landorus. If Landorus wants to Earthquake my Reshiram, it also has to Earthquake its Groudon unless it's protecting. So this turn, I'm going to expect him to expect me to be afraid of Groudon. So he would think I'd Fake Out Groudon. So he protects Groudon and Earthquakes. So I'm going to fake out Landorus. I don't really need to set up a Tailwind, so I'm going to Fusion Flare the Landorus as well. Landorus can't protect, from what I am aware of. And we're also a max speed Reshiram, so if anything, we should get rid of this Landorus, I would think. Groudon protects? Correct. This is going to be a really good play. Can we get our fake out off? Bop. I'll break any potential Focus Sash from the Landorus. We also go for the Fusion Flare, which is Sun boosted. Ooh, I have never seen Reshiram use that, hopping up in the air like that. And Landorus is dead. Perfect round. Oh, I wrote Reshiram instead of Landorus. Perfect turn one for us there. So most likely going for that Earthquake that turn. And out comes Rayquaza. So here I'm going to expect what I was expecting. I think Reshiram could take an attack from Rayquaza though. Oh well. I can't go any further back. So I could protect Reshiram this turn and fling the Groudon. But I think he Fire Moves my Shiftry and Precipice Blades? No, he Fire Moves and Dragon attacks. I'm going to Fling and Dragon Pulse. So if he protects this Rayquaza, which he possibly could here, this could be a misplay. We could just pull him back from our good lead there. So Delta Stream comes in. Swords Dance. Reshiram was the fastest, huh? I mean, Rayquaza. That's surprising, considering my Shiftry was... So I could have flinged at Groudon. And that would have been better, but... We do get our Dragon Pulse off, and that's going to knock out the Rayquaza. So it's possibly Focus Sash Rayquaza, that's why he just went straight for Swords Dance. But we got rid of it. Groudon, does it go for Precipice or Earth Power? It does go for Precipice, and it does connect. Is this able to knock out Reshiram? I think it will be. Ouch. So Reshiram does go down, but it does get 2 KOs, so I'm not upset by that at all. Critical hit on the Reshiram too, so we'll never know. We'll never know. But here I can bring Kyogre and make Groudon useless. Or I could bring in Machamp. I'm going to bring Kyogre here. In comes the Pharaoh. And my, of course, Kyogre. So this turn I'm going to protect. Obviously. So I'll protect my Kyogre, and I'm going to actually Leaf Blade the Ferrothorn, because I really want my my Shiftry to faint. And my Machamp to come in without any damage on it. Because Machamp can just Dynamic Punch this Ferrothorn to death, and then Groudon won't be a problem, we can just Origin Pulse it, as long as Origin Pulse doesn't miss, obviously. My Kyogre protects. Groudon, do you protect as well? It does not. So hopefully it went for like a Precipice Blades, and knocks out my Shiftry. So we have Iron Barbs, no Rocky Helmet though. Is Precipice Blades able to it should knock out Shiftry. Because that's... Yes, perfect, knocks out Shiftry. Perfect. Alright, there goes Shiftry. And Ferrothorn went for Gyro Ball, so it must have been expecting the Shift, or the Protect, and was trying to get rid of Shiftry. I think Shiftry does get Superpower, which might have been what they were expecting. But... out comes Machamp. So Machamp is going to Dynamic Punch the Ferrothorn, and we're going to Origin Pulse. Now what he could do is protect Ferrothorn and Precipice Blades, which is what... No, he actually protects the Groudon. Okay. And we do connect with Origin Pulse, So Origin Pulse Dynamic Punch should be able to take out this Ferrothorn. Come on, Machamp. There we go. There goes Ferrothorn. So it's just a Groudon. So we should be good with Origin Pulsing and Dynamic Punching here. Match is just going to be forfeited. Makes sense. I mean, I could have missed Origin Pulse, but Dynamic Punch isn't going to miss. So then I could confuse that Groudon, adding to our potential in winning that one. So we get a win right away. Oh, and we're in red. So what I'm going to have to do is pause the recording, charge up, and then we'll be back. So it'll just be a tick for you guys, so I'll just, like, snap or something. Alright guys, we are back here, and hopefully we can pick up another win with this very strange team. So we're going to look into 1589 rating after that last battle. See if we can get a good music before they kick me. Kick me when I'm down. Alright. So Reshiram actually put in the work there, which is real nice. Getting 2 KOs. And then who got the other 2? Well, Machamp got 1 and Kyogre got the other. Shiftry was very valuable, a part of that battle, faking out the Landers, breaking the potential sash on the Reshiram, which I'm assuming it was because it went straight for a Sword Stance when there was a dragon on the field. So 1640 rated player from California, kicking it up quite a bit from the last player. We see another Landorus. What's going on with Landies today? So Xerneas, Talon, Lando, Whimsy, Groudon again, and Kangaskhan this time as the Mega. Alright. I wouldn't mind Mawile here, just for the Xerneas. But I think we can get away with Gengar. Does my Gengar have Sludge Bomb? Or does it have Shadow Ball? It has Shadow Ball. I need to change that to Sludge Bomb. Alright. Mental note, Sludge Bomb. I'm going to lead with Gengar. And maybe Reshiram again. Maybe Reshiram again. Or maybe Machamp. Let's do that. Let's go with Machamp. Kyogre in the back. And Mawile? Or Reshiram? Let's go Mawile. I don't know how I feel about this in general. It's because Mawile is weak to Landers and Groudon and Talonflame. But we do have Kyogre to stop Talonflame from being super effective. Machamp's really weird here too. Xerneas, Kangaskhan. So either the Xerneas is getting taunted or it's getting poison jabbed. Either one is fine by me. I think they're gonna fake out the Machamp. Yeah, they are Mega Evolving, so faking out the Machamp to be able to stop it from dynamic punching the Kangaskhan, I think is what they're going to assume I was going for. It actually goes for Sucker Punch. Very bad move there because we get the taunt off on the Xerneas. And then Xerneas goes for Moonblast into Machamp. Can Machamp take this with the Assault Vest? It lives with 17 HP. Special attack drop does not matter for Machamp. We get this Poison Jab off. That does not knock out Xerneas, unfortunately. It does not. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Kangaskhan. I guess we'll try Dynamic Punching the Kangaskhan. We're going to lose our Machamp here. Kangas and Xerneas. I'm assuming what's going to end up happening here is Dazzling Gleam, Sucker Punch, but Kangaskhan can't necessarily... I don't think... because he thinks I'm going to Sludge Bomb him with the Gengar, which might be our saving grace here that we don't have Sludge Bomb. He's gonna have to actually withdraw the Kangaskhan and go out into the Groudon. Very nice play. It's gonna make Will-O-Wisp not worth it. So Groudon is going to Primal Revert. And we probably see Dazzling Gleam from the Xerneas, I'd assume. At assumption. Yep, gonna see that Dazzling Gleam. It's gonna break our Sash on our Gengar, but that's fine. Down goes the Machamp. In comes the Kyogre. I turn off Groudon. So now, what I'm gonna do is with Gengar, we're actually going to Will-O-Wisp Groudon slot again, and Origin Pulse. I'm expecting the Groudon to switch here, hence the... Oh, he doesn't switch the Groudon, he doesn't... Okay, so he's going for Precipice. Moonblast from the Xerneas. Precipice Blades from the Groudon. And Kyogre avoids the attack. Origin Pulse. Xerneas avoids all the evasions. All the evasionness. But Groudon's going to go down to this. So we are going to end up winning that Weather War then. Taunt does wear off on Xerneas. And let's see who comes in next. It is going to be Kangaskhan. It will be Kangaskhan. So, what I will do here, I'm actually going to Icy Wind with Gengar, and I'm actually going to switch Kyogre out. Yes, for Mawile. So we'll get the drop on Kangaskhan. I don't think Kangaskhan go for Sucker Punch. I haven't attacked yet with Gengar. So I guess I could have Will-O-Wisp there, but I want to get these things slowed down. And I'm not concerned as much with Xerneas if it wants to set up Geomancy at this point in the game. Kangaskhan does go for Fake Out on the Mawile. It's not going to do very much at all. Dazzling Gleam might hurt a little bit. Actually, Moonblast is probably what's going to end up happening here. But we do get the Icy Wind off with Gengar. So that's going to slow both these Pokemon down. And Xerneas does go for Geomancy this turn, which is fine by me. Like I just said. Because now... Because we've seen Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, and Geomancy. I'm assuming protects the final move on our buddy Xerneas here. So I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Kangaskhan. Let's Mega Evolve. And I'm going to try and Iron Head this Xerneas. Let's do that. Shall we? Now Kangaskhan might expect me to Icy Wind again. So might just go for Sucker Punch on Gengar, try to get rid of it. Or Sludge Bomb. Or expecting me to Sludge Bomb is what I'm saying. Xerneas does protect. I was contemplating attacking the Kangaskhan that turn. Does Sucker Punch into Gengar. And Kangaskhan avoids. That's rather unfortunate, but we're just going to try it again. And we're going to try it again. Double try it again. Xerneas does go for Moonblast here, assumably into Gengar, actually into Mawile. Mawile is going to take that though. And no Sucker Punch from the Kangaskhan, but Kangaskhan could take out Mawile here. It's going for the double edge. And it does go into Mawile because it can't go into Gengar. We live it! The -1 plus the Will-O-Wisp Mawile is able to live double edge, and we're going to get this Iron Head off. And this should knock out no problem knock out Xerneas. I wrote Kangaskhan down twice. So this Kangaskhan is all but useless here. And out comes Talonflame. So at this point, I think we can let our Mawile go down here. But what I'm going to do is actually Shadow Ball the Talonflame. I'm going to protect Mawile here. Just to get a little extra burn damage on that Kangaskhan. Talonflame does Brave Bird into Gengar, which is going to end up being the end of Gengar. See ya, Gengar. You did what you needed to, boy. Or girl, I can't remember what gender my Gengar is. Kangaskhan is still going for that double edge. So maybe he doesn't have Sucker Punch? No, it's used Sucker Punch multiple times. So I'm not sure why. But I'm going to set up that Primordial C. And it's all but over. So I can go for Thunder on Talonflame here. Actually, I'm going to go for Origin Pulse just in case this Kangaskhan or this Talonflame ends up attacking my Mawile, so I can't get Sucker Punch off on Kangaskhan. I was going to go for Thunder because it's actually better accuracy than Origin Pulse is. Let's see how much this Brave Bird is going to end up doing to Kyogre. It's actually enough to knock out, so my opponent actually ended up just sealing up that game there. That's rather unfortunate. Huh. So I do end up getting Sucker Punch off here. And Double Edge from Kangaskhan. So either way, I was going to say, I could protect my... I could have protected my Kyogre so that Talonflame wouldn't have been able to knock it out there and then be able to attack with Mawile the following turn. But considering Sucker Punch didn't knock out and Kangaskhan was able to, my opponent does end up getting the win, so that's rather dumb. But what can you do? Very well played, my opponent was. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Very good Game 1 win, and I enjoyed Game 2. It was just rather unfortunate we couldn't take the damage and deal it out. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and we will see you next time. Stay sharp, everyone.
Hello everyone, and thanks for checking out the video. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to click on the links on the screen. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to see more videos as they come to your way. And if you want to go check out the GoFundMe, that'd be great too. Bye!